YouTube Dan Ottawa here, the best third/fourth tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, coming at you with a toughest challenge I've done. I went on Reddit the other day and I was like, I've done Underused Community Day Pokemon and I've done Auto Rect. What can I do? And someone said, do the Team Rocket challenge, which is on top of looking fabulous with the Team Rocket outfit, you use all Shadow Pokemon, you double shield the first two charge moves that I throw at you, and you go in like the order. You don't switch. And I joked, I'm like, do I also have to do the 2 second delay? And they're like, no, you can just let the game lag for that. So the three shadows that I had basically built up for level 40 were Shadow Magnezone, Shadow Crobat, and Shadow Snorlax. So guess I played two sets, 10 matches. Guess how many I won in the comments below before this starts. So again, Shadow Magnezone lead, you can't switch. So there's some things like, I'll tell you right now, I'll give you a hint. I didn't go 10 out of 10 because there was one, like Shadow Swampert and lead, you just auto lose. So you just like, you have to shield up all the charge moves, even though you can't switch out. It's a tough challenge. So guess how many in the comments below I won. And let's get into this. So Shadow Magnezone on the lead. Trevenant lead, not good. Also, the amount of Trevenants and Walreins I saw in these 10 matches is insane. So I'm just going to go for the Mirror Shot because why not? I can't throw the resisted move, so might as well throw the... So I got a Pack Fall, but got to shield up number one because that's a rule. So shield up Seed Bomb. Okay. Hopefully get another one off, another Mirror Shot off. I do. So they end up letting this go again. So I'm going to have to go down two shields here because that's the rules. It's a really tough challenge, and it's one that doesn't take any. And I shouldn't say it doesn't take any skill, but there's no like catching or anything, right? So there's uh the only sort of skill that this takes is energy generation and timing of the charge moves. Like that's pretty much the only skill you get here. So we're down a shield. I mean, obviously we're down to zero shields. They got one left. We got to come in Crobat here because you got to go in order, right? So I will always start with Magnezone. I will always go Crobat next, and I will always end with Snorlax. They hit me with the Thunder Punch. Okay, this is not looking good. My only sort of chance here is that they let this Shadow Ball go, and then maybe I can take out whatever in the back here. So they do let it go. I am able to take this out, which is nice. They come back in with Trevenant here, which is a weird play because now you just get farm down. So now I have energy and it's a Arcanine. So that is great because now I have a move that I can throw here. They let it go. I cannot switch out. I got to stay in until they take me out. They do take me out just I'm going to move. But because I lowered their defense enough and so I'm not throwing here because my win condition is just licking down here. And one wild charge non-stab does not take me out. Their defense falls. They do get a flamethrower off here, which almost takes me out, but it does not. I get a win in the first match. 1-0. If you guessed 0, you are wrong. I got 1. There we go. Still feeling lead. And this I also like this team because it answers Charmer as well, right? So I got anti-Charmer and Alfie, don't worry. I got a triple anti-Charmer team coming tomorrow. All starters. So Magnezone on the lead, which is great. And they're not getting out. And immediately I thought, like, okay, if they're not getting out, they could possibly be running like a charm double weak to fighter in the back. Like if you have some like, what is double weak to fighter? I'm like, you can have Snorlax, but if they're not getting out and they're staying in here with a charmer, Walrein makes sense, and Empoleon makes sense. So there maybe have like double weak to fighter with so hit them with a wild charge, they shield. I get that I have a shield, which I gotta use, right? That's the rules. So, which I would use anyways because I'm out of wild charge. So this wild charge is going to take them out, which is great. So this is going to boom. Magnezone got a great lead here. Great switch. Get farmed down. That's okay. Coming in here. Got a wing attack down. What's in the back? It's a Lapras. So I go for the Shadow Ball here. Just do as much chip damage as I can. Because I think that if I do enough chip damage, one like superpower is enough to take it out. Although one argument could be made, I could have gone just poison there, but doesn't matter. I get to the poison fang anyways. This can put them super low. They're going to have to throw, and they do throw, and now they're just in lick range. That is a 2-0 start. If you guess 0 or 1, you were wrong. It is 2-0 to start off. Don't worry, it goes downhill pretty fast. So they get a surf, does not matter. Take him out for the win. So looking good. I was like, okay, this is going well. And then Trevenant on the lead. Okay, I want a Trevenant matchup, so it's not impossible. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna throw the mirror shots. They are obviously gonna let these go. So I am gonna go down. I think this one makes me go down 2 shields and then goes down, if I remember. I'm wondering if this is the one that has down 2 shields and then brings out a Swampert, and then this game was over real quick. Because I remember that happened at least once. Like I said, Swampert's terrible for this team. If you're actually not just trying to have fun, like let me actually talk about while you watch me just get obliterated. This one, I'm almost positive this is the Swampert one coming in. And if I remember, the Swampert one on the lead is next. So yeah, we go on a little bit of a losing streak here. Um, yeah, there's your Swampert, game over. So let's just actually talk about these 3 Pokemon in case you are either want to test them out or something like that, or you're thinking about like try hard teams for next season. I already mentioned in the Premier Classic, Snorlax is really an amazing save swap in general because you can just absorb so much energy and you have superpower for nice coverage on like your steals and you like everything from Empoleon to Galarian Stunfisk, which again, there's not many Galarian Stunfisk in Premier Classic. Is this Premier Classic or is it just Premier? No, I think it's Premier Classic. Anyways, I forget. Anyways, Snorlax, good save swap, and yeah, I lose 2 shields here. That's fine. There's a reason I only did this for two sets. Swampert lead, and this is the worst one. When it's a Swampert lead, where you could just get destroyed and you can't switch, and you have to shield the Hydro Cannons, even though you know you're gonna lose. It's the worst. Anyways, so Shadow Snorlax, great at absorbing energy, taking all that. Body Slam, superpower, nice coverage. Pretty spammy, decently spammy. I use Shadow because I find with Snorlax, if you don't use Shadow, people do not respect the Body Slam or Superpower, and they just take it. But if you're Shadowed, they respect it, so they're more likely to shield, and that's pretty good from a save swap. Shadow Crobat, you can use normal Crobat here, but Crobat is a nice little pick because it's got, um, you know, it's good against your grass for starters. That's an obvious with the air slashes, and like so it like destroys Venusaur, being able to just like resist both moves. And then it does okay in like neutral matchups, like if you're against like a Charizard or something, it does it right there. It goes a little behind like Swampert. Like Swampert's tough. Like I said, Swampert's tough for this team because like air slashes are okay, but like poison fangs are resisted, so you can't do much there. And the magnezone is obviously weak to fire and a lot of things, fire, ground, fighting. But you use it. I used it in the lead here because there's really only 2 ways you could. Um, I did try one game with Snorlax in the lead to start, but I just found that magnezone in the back, like you can try and grab the other way to play this is like Snorlax or Crobat in the lead, and then do magnezone in the back, hope their shields down that you can just start nuking. But I decided to use magnezone in the lead to try and like nuke. My hope was that I could get some okay matchups and then just go like a couple wild charges. Oh, but I have to shield anyways. Yeah, so maybe magnezone on lead wasn't the best idea. Like maybe I should have done Crobat. I think Crobat because like you don't want to shield Snorlaxes, right? And shielding when you like lower your defense 2 times is annoying too. So no, but sometimes what they did, right? Sometimes what happens is I think in one of the next matches when I had an SCAV lead where they like were just countering me down. And so I got 2 wild charges off and they just like countered me down so that I can come in Crobat, which I had happened a couple times where this is very sure. Yeah, I think maybe this is the one. Oh, I'm out of shields already. So I had a couple matchups. So look at that. Like I had a good matchup. They switch. It's Walrein. I can't leave, right? Them's the rules. So I just gotta stay in here. I'm gonna try and chip as much as I can with these poison fangs. Not gonna end well. What was I saying? Right. So they just kind of counter down, and then I'm able to double shield my crobat, which is bad. But then I once like went against an S cap and they're throwing resisted drill runs, and I'm just like, okay, I will shield. So get hit with the earthquake here. My only win condition here is to lick all the way down, come out with multiple moves. So Icicle Spear is not gonna take me out. Can I lick all the way down? I can. They have one shield. What do they have left? I need to bait. I bait. They call the bait, and then I don't even think a superpower from this range would have taken it out anyways. Uh, maybe, because they let a couple licks go through there, but yeah. So would I recommend this challenge? If you want to have some like fun, I guess it's fun. Walrein lead here, which is good. The champ, right? And this is where it's just so frustrating. Because it's like, I can so easily come with the crobat and just air slash you, and this would be such an easy matchup, and I have alignment and I would win, but now I'm just gonna get slaughtered here. So good news is my crobat's coming in. Bad news is they're at like 100 energy. So I'm gonna double shield because I have to, but yeah. It's something to do. Tomorrow's video is a triple anti-charm, triple starter team, all under level 40. So I think that's one of those like it's, it's not accessible. So someone mentioned in my Patreon that, well, it's not my Patreon Discord anymore. It's now an open Discord, link in the description if you want to join. Um, about going with a tier list of accessible Pokemon, and I'll do that um sometime. Like I'm headed to my parents for 2 weeks in July, not July, April. So I'm gonna try and film from there, but I'm maybe I'll do one there, or I'll save it for the summer when I am on vacation for like a week or two in the summer where there's no internet connection. So I need to like have some videos there. So let me know in the comments below about accessible Pokemon because it was an interesting, not, we didn't have a debate, but it was interesting thoughts around it because like I consider like an accessible Pokemon any community day Pokemon because anyone can play community day and anyone can get access to it. So if they're not like hidden behind eggs or they're not hidden behind um like a ton of XL candy realistically. And if they are, like community days are a pretty easy way to get them. There's a couple things with that. The one with the XLs, not everyone's level 40 and you need to be level 40 for XL. Why? I have no idea. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life. So that's the one issue. The second issue is yes, if you've played within the last 6 months, like you probably everyone has a Walrein, right? If you started in the last 6 months, you probably don't have a Shadow Swamp. You don't have a Swampert with Hydro Cannon or a Napoleon with Hydro Cannon if you miss like any of the like makeup events, right? So what is the definition of accessible? Is it level 40 non level 40 Pokemon non community day? Because not everyone has access to those community day and non-legacy and non everything like that. Because then I would showcase stuff like Crobat for the Ultra League. Because Crobat, obviously Zubats are pretty accessible, and the Crobat is pretty solid. Magnezone, same thing. I do that. But it's like Snorlax. Would you consider Snorlax accessible? It's in uh it's it's not common at all in the wild, but Team Rocket bosses have had it and stuff like that. So let me know in the comments below what you think accessible would mean if I am doing that. So as you can see, I went on a very, very bad losing streak, my longest losing streak of the season. But we got a good lead here and they are not leaving. So I'm hoping that I can grab the second shield here. And then they farm me down and I go out with one shield that I can just farm up with the air slash and shield here. Because that'd be nice. Gonna shield. Gonna shield. Yep. I think there's one or two times where like I almost forgot to shield because I was like, I don't need to shield this. I'm like, oh wait, yes I do, because that's the challenge. So I shield. This one's just a Dragon Claw, which is okay. I am pretty loaded with energy. Can't switch though. So what comes in? Escav. Not bad. Not bad. Escav's a weird one to come in with to a crobat because you only throw resist. Your counters are resisted and your drill run is resisted. So I'm wondering what you have in the back if you're coming in here with the crobat. Hit me with the aerial ace. They snipe me with a Gallade. And that's why they came in here. And that one confusion snipe is we get to this move at the same time. Gallade is way more attack heavy than a Snorlax. Hit me with close combat. So close. I was so close to winning this matchup. Unlucky there. Good snipe, but you're also like not thinking about like if I was like in game, I'd be thinking about like, oh, they may try and snipe me. I'd get ready to like transfer the damage, but you can't. Escav switches in. You know how this goes. There's only a minute 40 left, so let's see if this is the last one. Do I pick up the third win? That is the question. Or did I win the first two matches I played and then I went on an 8-game losing streak? Actually, it's 7-game losing streak because I started the Snorlax in my first game, lost. So back-to-back wild charges, they double shield, which is nice. Coming with the Crobat, which is also nice here. Again, very annoying that you have to shield up a drill run. Would not normally shield up a drill run, but here we are. Shielding it up. They come back in with the muck, and I made a huge mistake here. A huge mistake. Shadow Ball's resisted. Both are resisted. Everything's Poison Fang and Shadow Ball resisted. But with the Poison Fang, at least I lower their defense that I can then just like air slash a bunch and then Poison Fang again and put them pretty low that I can lick down. All this allowed them to do is the Shadow Ball didn't do enough. That the Poison Fang air slash combo would have done more. So now their defense is lowered, but now they can just farm me down and have a move coming out. So I would have been able to take them out had I just gone double Poison Fang there and lower their attack and then just did air slash. So they acid spray me, and now they're going to come back in. We CMP for the loss here. I went on a 7-game losing streak to end, and then I'm like, no, okay, I need some wins now. So went with my anti-fairy, triple starter team, which I played 3 sets with today, and I'm doing pretty I'm pretty sure I'm gonna shoot that video first thing tomorrow because I've already got enough battles because I've won a decent amount there. So that is it. That's a team. That's a challenge, an annoying challenge, but a fun one. Just to do something, right? You gotta do something this season. There's so many people that I've hit. Like almost everyone's at rank 20 already, and a lot of the people. What's gonna get frustrating is, and this is why I'm really frustrated about this season. Again, it's free dust. I can mess around, and they're fixing the game, so that's fine. This Pika Libre that everyone's getting, there's a ton of people who have never played before, who like hate PvP and don't care about it, who are now playing and grinding just to get this Pika Libre. And as soon as they get to rank 20, they've told me they're gonna stop. And I took just a little straw poll, be like, okay, I know you people don't play PvP, but your PvP now, like, are you gonna continue once you hit rank 20 and play and learn the game and everything, or are you gonna stop? And almost every single one have said they're gonna stop. And that's like frustrating because now you're rewarding these people who don't care about the game with their Pika Libre, which is so rare if you don't get there, and they're not gonna play the game longer. So that was kind of a frustrating, but to each their own. Let me know if you have any ideas for any other challenges, and that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.